This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Tuesday, the 11th of July. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather pretty quiet today. We got some thunderstorms down across the southwestern counties of the state. We'll gradually see an increase in scattered storms later this weekend over the weekend, with heat levels creeping up a bit as well. Here we go. This is the upper air look today. And again, this time of the year, this typically tells a better story. We have a heat bubble that is over New Mexico, Arizona, and West Texas. And downstream here over the eastern states, we have a broad trough, and that's pushed in that drier air that is in place across the northern two-thirds of the state. There's the visible satellite view, and you can see for most of the state, it's a mostly sunny day, partly to mostly sunny, but note the convection down across southwest Alabama. That's the radar composite. About 2:30 this afternoon, showers and storms from near Jackson and Sweetwater, Chatham, Millread down toward Mobile Bay, and those are moving to the southeast. And for most of the state, other than the southwestern corner, the weather should be dry tonight. Heat levels not too bad. These observations taken at 2:15. We've got mostly upper 80s over the northern half of the state. Low 90s in a few spots down at the south. Montgomery at 91, Birmingham 88. But heat levels will be ticking up a bit in coming days. We're expecting low to mid-90s each day for the rest of this week and over the weekend. West of Alabama, heat advisories in effect for much of Texas and some of the adjacent states, and excessive heat warnings back in the southwest. That would include places like Las Vegas underneath that big upper high. Here's the severe weather outlook for the rest of today and tonight. We have the more concentrated risk over the high plains into parts of the southern Great Lakes. And again, a marginal risk kind of clipping that southwestern corner of Alabama through the evening hours. Some of the storms there could produce gusty winds, but again, the overall threat is relatively low. Tomorrow, a chance of severe storms across the nation's heartland, much of Illinois, Missouri, and some of the adjacent states. That risk clips the extreme northwestern corner of Alabama. But again, for a lot of places, tomorrow should be dry. Storms should be pretty isolated. And then on day 3, which is Thursday, we have a marginal risk over the Tennessee Valley of North Alabama. And some of the storms there could produce strong gusty winds. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. The west is dry. Around here, average amounts about 1 inch between now and Tuesday morning of next week. But of course, your number could vary. Off in the tropics, we have an X on the board. That's a little feature that is east of Bermuda. And that could become a subtropical or tropical depression or storm over the next few days. The Hurricane Center giving this a 50% chance of that happening. But if it happens, that will be drifting towards the east and then towards the north, toward colder water. And this will stay far from land, basically in the middle of nowhere. The rest of the Atlantic Basin, including the MDR, the main development region, and the Gulf of Mexico, just quiet as could be. So good news for those that are headed down to the Gulf Coast. Model fans, let's go. Here's the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 4. Again, we got the upper high that's over the southwest, a big vortex over Canada. And down below that, moisture will be increasing, so we'll mention a chance of widely scattered storms, the better chance of those over the western half of the state. Otherwise, partly sunny with low to mid-90s. Then a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms statewide on Thursday and Friday. The better chance of those during the afternoon and evening hours. They'll be random and scattered. And that's the idea for the weekend and next week. There's a look at Saturday. There's a look at Sunday. Highs for the weekend, I'd say low to mid-90s, right where we should be for this time of the year, here in the middle of July. Hot, humid, partly sunny days. Monday of next week, no change. And this is a week from today. And again, these maps just better tell what's happening here, what's happening aloft. This is Tuesday the 18th. Got that big, nasty upper high that's over the Four Corners region back in the southwest United States. And it's going to be just hotter than a blast furnace there. A trough that's over the Great Lakes, kind of nosing in here from the north. And again, that should keep the worst of the heat west of here. And that will keep us with a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. Let's go out 10 days. This is Friday of next week, the 21st of July. That heat ridge trying to expand and flex a little bit. But still, the core of the heat ridge a little west of here. And again, we're on the eastern periphery of that, and that would mean a chance of scattered showers and storms with highs in the 90s. Here's a look at rain for Birmingham coming off the GFS ensemble. The mean is the green line, between 2 and 3 inches between now and the 27th of July. Highs in the 90s, lows in the 70s. That's the national blend of models for Birmingham, and again, that's just good old dog day weather. And hot off the presses, got the brand new 8 to 14 day guidance. This is for July 19th through July 25th. And a lot of red on that map. Temperatures here would be above average if it verifies. So quick shout out to these friends. These are rising 6th graders. Saw this big group today at Chelsea Middle School, and they are in Camp Journey, which is a really, really good summer program that's put on by the Shelby County Sheriff's Office, Shelby County Schools, and Compact, and they learn a lot about life. And you know what? I talked today about life. I didn't do the cool tornado videos and all the stuff I typically do, and they were so attentive and respectful, and they were just great today. And I think they're going to be extremely successful as they make that transition from elementary school into middle school. So again, thanks to all the students there, and also to the law enforcement officers. Saw some folks there from Hoover and Helena, a lot of Shelby County deputies, and we had a great time today at Chelsea Middle School. All right, so tomorrow, Fultondale. Going to be at the Fultondale Public Library for their summer reading program at 10 o'clock. Thursday, Kirkwood by the River. See the senior adults there. And then Thursday evening, I'll be at Cedar Grove Baptist Church in Leeds for their VBS. Always the greatest week of the year for those that work in children's ministry. And then Friday, I will be at the Jasper Public Library. We'll be there at 10 o'clock for their summer reading program. And then a change on Saturday. Initially coming out of the gate, it looked like we're going to be in Cullman, but that has been postponed until August. And we are going to be in Odenville in St. Clair County at Clarissa's Cakery. I was at Leeds Primary School a few months ago, and she brought this unbelievable cake. I mean, it was unbelievable. And it's a great place, and we're going to be there from 9 to noon right there in US 411 in Odenville Saturday morning for a book signing. We'll have all the books, weather shirts, hats, take a lot of pictures, have a lot of fun, and trust me, there will be some good stuff there to eat. So again, Clarissa's Cakery in Odenville, Saturday morning for a book signing from 9 until noon. And of course, what else? We invite you to watch us on television this evening, right across the hall here in Studio A, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.